Welcome back to Patch 7.1, where we now have the new Hildibrand quest, which does mean that we get to meet Nashu again, and wherever Nashu is, this little creep will be as well. It is also the Christmas season at the moment, so I am dressed for the holidays. I know that's gonna look weird later on in recordings, but does it really matter when it's Hildibrand? I don't think so. So we're gonna speak to Nashu. The case of the displaced inspector. Looking rather lost herself, Nashu has come west in search of the missing inspector. Why, hello there, Melicity. Core, how serendipitous that we should cross paths in this far-flung nation. Have you come all this way to lend me a hand? Because, let me tell you, I could use help. No, but what do you need help with? You see, I've been doing my absolute darndest to track down the inspector ever since Mr. Poo-Poo's starship whisked him off to God knows where. My best lead turned out to be the Thamnarian True. The eyewitness's account in the latest issue described a shiny craft heading west across the ocean. So I packed a few things and headed as far west as I was able. This is where I ended up. I made a few inquiries since my arrival, but I've mostly been acclimating myself to the native cuisine. Very important step, that. Anyway, seeing as fate has sent you to assist me, I suppose it's time I continue questioning the locals on the matter of unidentified flying gentlemen. Uh-huh. Here, this should help aid in our investigations. Do you have like a photo of him? You have a photo of the craft. It's an illustration of the starship, clipped from the Dorian's publication. Having this on hand should make it much easier to explain what we're looking for. Very true. I'll ask around the markets hereabouts. As for you, well, I've yet to venture beyond the food stalls, so practically anywhere else but here. If you learn any useful information, come and find me around the spot. I'll be stuffing my ears with delicious intelligence. Uh-huh. It is the Landscar's duty to remain vigilant for threats and unusual developments that may warrant their investigation. It may be prudent to visit Bright Bloom Post and question the soldiers. I think that's a good choice. You are creepy and I don't like you. We're gonna start by speaking to Mo Belja. Invalid target. Oh. Yes, is there something I can help you with? Yes. Look at this. Have you seen this spaceship? Actually, I have seen a vessel like that. It was some time before Sir Alja's flying ship appeared. Oh? Yeah, I watched it limp northward through the skies above Tuliolal, wobbling about like it might crash to the ground at any moment. Alright. And then we have a person with letters in a row that I cannot pronounce. Searching for a strange ship, you say? Yeah. Have you seen the starship? Yeah, I saw a flying disc just like that during patrol in Shalawani. It was slowly drifting towards the ground and seemed to come down somewhere in Yasulani. If you're determined to find it, then that's where you should try next. What were they calling that place that's covered by the dome now? Heritage Found? Does that mean, though, that potentially Hildibrand was there when the dome came down and he has been stuck there for 30 years? Because that would be hilarious. Let's go tell Nashu. Oh. That's Landskart has noticed him. Oh, you're looking very scared. Good. Good. You're a creep. Hello, Nashu. My forays into the stall bore no fruit at all. Non-starship shaped anyway. How was your harvest then? Oh, I found news about the starship. Went to Yasulani. Potentially before the dome came down. Those are some solid leads. Nice work, Melicity. So, by the sounds of things, the ship was malfunctioning and eventually came down somewhere to the north of here? With any luck, this hostage found you mentioned will be the place we find the inspector. Heritage found. I doubt it will be that simple, and certainly not without incident, knowing how matters involving the inspectors tend to go. Let's just be realistic about this. Well, with you as my escort, I'm sure we'll arrive at the right spot eventually, and none the worse for wear. Shall we head off? Yes, let's go while your stalker is busy. Oh. It's not the brightest card, but that works. Alright, there's Nashu. Where is our creep? Strange. I thought he would be like hiding amongst these rocks or something, but I don't see him. At the moment, I can't quite place him. So we got Nashu here, but I don't see him. How are you doing, Nashu? The air is all crackling and sappy. This is where the starship supposedly came down, so let's start our search for the inspector. Standard investigative procedure dictate that we question the residents for possible gentlemanly sightings. Off we go. Strange. Okay. Well, let's go talk to the people and see if we can't find Nashu and her creepy stalker. Oh, there he is. Oh. Well, he's not having a good time. Buddy, you found a terrible hiding place. Well, let me have Nashu here. Ah, this man could be a potential witness. So, have you seen a gentleman lately? This is a small settlement and all its inhabitants are known to me. If a man of such distinguished appearance and demeanor were among us, I'm sure I would have noticed. Perhaps he's wandering around somewhere inside Solution 9. They have so many people, he could easily go unnoticed in the crowds. You were here as a Queen's Fiend's guest, as I recall. If your companion wishes to enter the city as well, then I suggest you make arrangement with the sentry at the tower entrance. Oh, Solution 9. That sounds promising. Thank you for the tip. Yeah, we can go there. Do you know there's a Lalafell being electrocuted behind you? I'm afraid your friend won't be entering Solution 9 unless you can convince the sentry to let her in. Yeah, well, I'm on that. Alright, hello sentry. I need to get a friend in. Please. Visitor detected. Verifying access right. Unlimited Everkeep access confirmed. I need my friend to also come in. Scanning unregistered visitor. Warning, warning, explosive devices detected. Entry denied. Oh yeah, now she was like bombed up. I'm not carrying explosives. This is medicine for treating Inspector Hildibrand's condition. Explosive, medicinal compounds. Error does not compute. Nashu, you're breaking the robots. It's really quite simple. Inspector Hildibrand was sucked up by Mr. Poo-Poo's malfunctioning starship, after which it proceeded to drag him thousands of miles away and deposit him here. Ergo, you need to let me pass so I can blow away his brain cobwebs. Oh my god. They're so confused. Error. Logic circuit overloading. Emergency shutdown initiated. As you know. You broke them. Well, I mean, we can get her inside now. It must be nap time. I guess we can just go in. Yes. Sure. Poor things. Huh? There he is. Shame he also gets in. It would have been funny if he was stuck outside, but well, it's an excuse to be able to find him. I'm not sure he's in the city yet. So I'm not seeing him within, like, reasonable distance. Alright, Nashu, let's find him. God, that's a good-sized city. Well, there's one sure way of locating the inspector in a place like this. If there's an ongoing case, then that's where he'll be. Let's head to the lively part of town and look into any nefarious incidents, shall we? Do you know which is the lively part? Yes? True View? And that's in the eastern sector, you say? Right then, let's get to it. Yeah, that would be where, like, the arena is. Here we have a forthright Hune. Have you seen the inspector? What? Like, a crime? Now that you mention it, I did hear about a theft recently. Our city is peaceful by any large, but anywhere you have a lot of people, incidents like these are bound to occur. Alright. Is the creepy guy here somewhere? Ah, there he is. There's Nashu. Oh, you don't say. And then what happened? Case. I've heard talk of an odd squealing creature of some sort, but I don't know if that's the kind of thing you're looking for. Okay. Thefts and odd squealing creatures. Hello. In recent troubles, I saw a pair of soldiers mobilizing not moments earlier, responding to a disturbance, it seemed. I don't think it was from here, but I'm a bit hazy on the details. Okay, so we have at least a vague idea of something going down. You found anything? Oh, I also heard about the theft. Something was stolen from a nearby tavern, apparently. I got direction to the scene of the crime, so let's head over there. What about the one with the guards? Hildibrand. He's wearing a long jacket, but he's there. The thief absconded with an ace bottle of spirit, the most expensive one in my establishment. I demand you find this criminal at once. No need to get all hot and bothered. The culprit is right under your nose. Yep, that's Hildibrand. He has been here for a while, if he has changed his outfit. Admit it, punk. You pinched the hooch. Me? But why would you think? With the supply of soul cut off, folks with habit have turned to black market rackets, and luxury goods of dubious provenance is one way of paying the asking price. A top-shelf bottle of juice would make for a fine trade, I would say. By the by, you know there's a method of identifying contraband souls. Your regulator logs would tell the tale. Oh. Don't want to let us check them? Be my guest. I took a gander at the cabinet where the bottle was stored, and the lock showed obvious sign of tampering. Electro-picking tools was awful hard to handle, aren't they? Most amateurs get singed, but you got scorch mark all over your mitts. Give it up, kid. We got you dead to the right. After the suspended soul provision, I couldn't stop worrying about the future. It was a moment of weakness. Save it for the authorities. Take him away, boys. So he has aged 30 years. That was Inspector Hildibrand, wasn't it? He was surprisingly competent. He didn't sound very gentlemanly. He must still be in shock after the starship crash landing. A healthy dose of Nashu's delight will put him right. Nashu, I'm starting to worry that your delights are what's causing him to be so weird. Let's make absolutely sure it's him first, shall we? I suppose that would be a responsible course of action. Come on, we should hurry along before we lose sight of this ungentlemanly Hildibrand. Okay, here we got Nashu, but I don't see the creepy guy. He walked that way, or it was more of a mousey. Yes. It looks like him. Sir, you're littering to begin with. Also, who breaks an egg on their forehead? He looks like the inspector, but he's a touch old and mopey. Yeah, he's been stuck here for 30 years. "30 years passed inside the dome? Then if Inspector Hildibrand was here when it happened, that would put him in his 50s. He must have been living here so long that he's forgotten everything about his previous life. Lucky I've just the thing to jog his memory. Please do not throw bombs at a 50-year-old. Nashu. I think I wouldn't notice as an obvious tale. I don't know what your game is, but bombs ain't toys. Best put them away before you hurt someone or yourself. He doesn't remember. Like me, I see neither of you are sporting regulators, so I suppose you'll be more careful with the one lives you got. Sir, don't you remember us? You're Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Gentleman Inspector Extraordinaire. I've been called a lot of things, but nothing so insulting as a gentleman. I'm a withered old fool with too many debts and regrets. Detective, hard-boiled. Oh, God. Of course he cheers. Very impressive, but even with that name and those odd clothes, you might as well be the inspector's older, more wrinkled twin. Nashu, hate to break it to you, but you're barking up the wrong tree. He's getting himself another egg, isn't he? Ma'am, what are you doing? crafted an egg? You seem to be awfully fond of those hard-boiled eggs. Here is one on me. Thank you, Dollface. You're a peach. The egg is explosive, isn't it? Yes, it is. Dear. Did it work? Like, part of his hair is like slightly on fire. Hey, you okay, Hildy? Phew, that's one way to cure a hangover. You got me good. Maybe we really do have the wrong person. The indestructibility is awfully meant to be liked, though. I've seen a few cases of this twin person phenomenon in the dome. Yeah, like it could be Hildibrand from the other place. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I can see that you're not who I thought you were, and that we need to keep searching. A missing person, is it? If that's the rub, you can leave the sleuthing to me. Oh, we could really use your help. By the sound of things, this fella looks a lot like me. What did you say his name was? Hildibrand? I'll find him, don't you worry. I can feel a hunch coming on already. Don't just go. Are we sure this isn't the inspector? I have no idea anymore. Maybe we need stronger explosives. I love like the cinematic stuff. Okay, is the creep here now? I would like to rush off to do some investigative work on my own, but this city still has me head spinning. I think I'll wait to see if this detective hardboiled is as good as he seems. Meanwhile, you should get back to whatever it is these famous adventurers do when they're not embroiled in one of our fantastical cases. Wait, that was the entire Hildibrand questline? That felt tad short. The dime had me looking for needle in a neon-lit haystack, a city with an allergy to sleep. This twin of mine has well and truly lost himself. The trail was colder than the ice at the bottom of my glass. But I could smell it in the air like the cloying stench of cheap perfume. A conspiracy. There was like Hildibrand all over the place. Stay tuned for further episode of Detective Hardboiled. Godfrey? The inspector has finally set foot upon the Dawn Trail. Get ready for inconceivably further Hildibrand adventures. Who knows what this case will be this time? When it happens, whatever happens, you'll be there on the scene. That was good, but awfully short. Felt more short than usually. Missy, Detective Hardboiled has taken the case of a displaced inspector, so for the moment we wait to see what he digs up. I'm sure there'll be plenty for us to do when the clues start to pour in. I'm guessing maybe because this is just the first quest? Like, the intro to it still. I thought there would be like 2 quests. Yeah, in Endwalker, we always got 2 quests per patch, but now we only have 1. Though, for example, in Stormblood, we only got 1 quest, and then it went into 2 quests per patch after that, so yeah. So it does seem to vary, according to, like, the quest list. So, okay. We will see where this goes. I am excited. This looks like this might be very funny. I like that in, like, the cinematic there at the end, we saw just Hildibrand everywhere. That was definitely interesting, like all his different disguises we have seen. Kinda neat. But yeah, that's it for today. So if you liked the video, maybe throw me a commendation by liking and subscribing. And in the end, all I wanna say is tack för att horva. Eigðu yndislegan dag.